friends, welcome to my channel Educational Purposes. Myself Rashi and today I am explaining you the class 8 science first chapter, that is the crop production and management. In this chapter we have to learn about the crops, how to produce the crops, how to do the production of the crop and its management. So let's move to the next point, that is the what is the crop. When plants of the same kind are grown and cultivated at one place on a large scale, it is called a crop. For example, crop of wheat means that all the plants grown in the field are that of the wheat. You already know that crops are different types like cereals, vegetables and fruits. These can be classified on the basis of the season in which they grow. India is a vast country that you all know. The climatic conditions like temperature, humidity, and rainfall vary from one region to another. Accordingly, there is a variety of crops in the different parts of the country. Despite this diversity, two board cropping patterns can be identified. These are, now there are two types of crops. Which are they? Now there are crops which are classification of crops. We will see the crops are classified into three groups: kharif crop, rabi crop and the zaid crops. But in this class only we have to learn about the kharif and rabi crops. So let's move to the kharif crops. What is meant by the kharif crops? The crops which are sown in the rainy season are called kharif crops. The rainy season in India is generally from June to September. Like examples are paddy, maize, soybean, groundnut, cotton, etc. are all examples of kharif crops. Now some more extra examples of kharif crop we will see: rice, corn, soybean, sugarcane, groundnut and coconut, cotton. These are some extra examples of the kharif crops. Now we will move to the rabi crops. The crops grown in the winter season are called rabi crops. Their time period is generally from October to March. Examples of the rabi crops are wheat, gram, pea, mustard and linseed. Some more examples we will see of the rabi crops also: wheat, oat, chickpeas, mustards, almond and broccoli are some extra examples of the rabi crops. Besides these, pulses and vegetables are grown during the summer at many places. Okay, now some basic practices of the crop production we will see. Now in this agriculture, first we what is meant by the crop I introduce you. Now we will move to the how the agriculture practices are there. Now the agriculture practices means for cultivation of the crops involves several activities undertaken by farmer over a period of a time. This is in the simple language we can say. It's to the cultivation of the crops, to cultivate the crops in from by doing the several kind of activities undertaken, means it is undertaken by farmers over a period of that time only. Like the rabi crop is from October to March, like the kharif crop is from June to September, like that. Now so basic agriculture practices of crop production that we will see. There are 7 basic practices of agriculture practices. Okay, now the first is the preparation of soil, second is the sowing, third is the adding and manure and the fertilizer, fourth is irrigation, fifth is protecting from weeds and sixth harvesting and the seventh storage. Now we will move to our first point, that is the preparation of soil. Now what is meant by the preparation of soil? The first type of crop cultivation is the preparation of soil. Turning and loosening of the soil brings the nutrient rich soil to the top so that the plants can use these nutrients, that is known as the preparation of soil. Now the preparation of soil classified into 3 implements. Process of loosening and turning of the soil is called tilling or plugging, you know. Now the various implements used for the tilling, plugging. Okay, now the first implement is plug, hoe and cultivator. Now we will move to the first instrument, that is the plug. What is meant by the plug? This is being used in the ancient times for tilling the soil, adding fertilizer to the crop and removing the weeds and turning the soil. The plug is used. This is made of wood and drawn by the pair of the bulls or other animals like horses and the camels. It contains strong triangular iron strip called plug shear. Now we will move to our second implement, that is the hoe. What is meant by the hoe? Hoe means it is the simple tool which is used for removing weeds and for loosening the soil. It has a long rod of wood or iron. The strong board and bent plate of the iron is fixed at one of its end and it does the works like a blade. means it is a too sharp like a blade. It is pulled by animals also. This is our second implement. Now we will move to our third implement, that is the modern day cultivator. Means it is a traditional cultivator is also there, and modern day cultivator. Traditional cultivator means it is like a plug and a hoe, and modern day cultivator means it is used by the tractors. Nowadays plugging is done by the tractors. Drive-in cultivator, the use of cultivator saves labor and the time. Is the by the plug we need to do more prepares, and it took too much energy wastage in that. But in the modern day cultivator it is not too much wastage of the time also. Okay, and it saves our time and labor and time. Okay, now we will move to our next point, that is the sowing. Before sowing, there is one more step, that is the selection of seeds. Now, the selection of seed means what? To select the seed. Are there seeds which float on water? Would those be lighter and heavier, and those which are sink on the water? Damaged seeds become hollow to others lighter, therefore they float on water. This is the good method for separating good healthy seeds for the damage. Before sowing, one of the important tasks is done, that tools of the sowing seeds. Okay, now this is the selection of seeds. Before sowing, the after preparation of soil, the farmers go to the shopkeeper and they take off one of the seeds which they have to put in their farm, and which they have to crop in their farm, like wheat, etc. Okay, now next is the sowing. We will move to the selection of seeds is over. Now we will move to the sowing. Sowing means what? Sowing is an important part of the crop production. Before sowing, good quality seeds, clean and healthy seeds of a good variety are selected. Farmers prefer to use seeds which them high yield, which give them high money to earn. Okay, this is the sowing. Now we will move to our third topic, that is the manure, adding manure and the fertilizer. So what is meant by adding manure and the fertilizer? The substance which are added to the soil in the form of nutrients from the healthy growth of the plants are called manure and the fertilizer. Now some basic differences between manure and the fertilizer we will see. Now the manure and fertilizer. First, fertilizer means what? Fertilizer is a man-made inorganic soil that we all know, and the manure means manure is a natural substance obtained by the decomposition of the cattle dung and the plant residues by the means vermicomposting. Also, we can see to the manure. Now, the fertilizer is prepared in factories, and manure can be prepared in the fields also. Now, fertilizer does not provide any humus to the soil, and the manure provides a lot of humus in the soil. Now the plants are very rich in the plant nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus and potassium. Manure is relatively less rich in plants nutrients. Okay, now the fertilizer and manure I explain you. And fertilizer is very dangerous, and manure is a natural product. Fertilizer is not a natural, it is made in the factories, and is manure made in the fields. So guys, I ask you one question now. You can answer me in comment box, that fertilizer is most useful for humans, farmers to eat, or the manure is most useful for us. So guys, you can answer me in comment box. Okay, now we will move to the next topic, that is the irrigation. Now what is meant by irrigation? Water is important for proper growth and development. Water is absorbed by plants' roots. Along with water, minerals, the fertilizer are also absorbed. Plants contain nearly 90% water. Water is essential because germination of seed does not take place under dry conditions. Nutrients dissolved in water are transported to each part of the soil. Water also protects the crops from both frost and hot air currents. To maintain the moisture of the soil for healthy crop growth, fields have to be watered regularly. Yeah, it is very important. Now what is meant by irrigation? The supply of water to the crops in the regular intervals is called irrigation. Guys, you all know that water is most important for people, so it is most important for all living things. Okay, for us also it is important, and for plants also it is important. So what is meant by irrigation? In simple language we can say the supply of the water to the crops is known as irrigation. Okay, Now, some methods of sources of irrigation are there. The sources of irrigation are the sources of water for irrigation are wells, tube wells, ponds like rivers, dams, and canals. In that, the traditional method of irrigation and modern day method of irrigation are there. So, first we will move to the traditional method of irrigation. Traditional method of irrigation is Dhekli, chain pump, mode, pulley system, rahat means lever system. In this picture also you can see in Dhekli that at the farmer put that one of the into that well, and after that by the wire or by the thread we can say that it he have to take out because it is too hard now. And by the chain pump also, here example you can say that one jug is tied to that wheel, and when how the wheel is moving, that it is catching the water and putting outside. Okay, now the dhekli is also like that. At the rod is asked to, it means tied to it, and the when rod goes downside like the seesaw processes also we can see. And in the rahat, it is the is that bull is on the bull's head there is one of the how the bull is moving, that all the wheel is moving on the right side of that. When how it is stopped, then all the jugs were full of the with the water. And modern day irrigation means in the two systems are the sprinkler system and the drip irrigation. And sprinkler system is the this is the system is more useful uneven land where sufficient water is not available. The perpendicular pipes have rotating nozzle on top are joined to the main pipeline at the regular intervals. And the drip system means what? Drip irrigation means it's in this system the water falls drop by drop directly near the roots. So guys, in this also I ask you one question, that the traditional method is most useful for us, or the modern day irrigation is most useful for us? Because modern day is too easy for farmers, and in this the sprinkler system, in the modern irrigation or modern method of irrigation, sprinkler system and the drip irrigation, there are 2 points. And in that sprinkler system is I explain you, and the sprinkler system is most useful or the drip irrigation most useful? Because in the sprinkler system saves most water, or the drip irrigation saves our most water? Which system saves most of the water? Because the drip irrigation is giving them on the place to place water, and sprinkler system it is giving spraying all the sides of water. So which system is more useful, and which system saves our time and water also? Now you can answer me in comment box. Now the crop reduction and the weeding. What is mean by the protection from weeds? How? The protection from weeds in Bhuja and Pahli are not new for us. Went to the nearby wheat field and saw that there were some other plants in the field growing along with the wheat plants. Okay, now what is meant by the weeds? In the field, many other undesirable plants may grow naturally along with the crop. These undesirable plants are called weeds. Now the weeds are defined as the unwanted plants or undesirable plants, means not needed plants, not useful plants in the crop fields, which grow along with the main crop, and they are strong and dominating competitors for crops. Okay, now for controlling the weeds, there are one more defined, that is the spraying weedicide. Weedicide is for controlation of the weeds. These weeds are also controlled by using the certain chemicals like the weedicides. Okay, and weedicides are sprayed in the farmer. In your book I think picture is also given, and here the spraying weedicide picture is for the spraying weedicide, that farmer is spraying that weedicide, or by the sprinkler also it can spread. Okay, and weedicide is useful for the control the weeds from growing in the main crop. Okay, now the harvesting. What is mean by harvesting? Harvesting of the crop is done, it's important, the cutting of the crop after it is mature, it is called a harvesting. This cutting of the crop after the crop is properly grown is known as the harvesting. In simple language we can say. Now we will move to our next point, that is the storage. What is meant by the storage? Storage of the produce is an important task. It is harvested grains are to be kept for longer time. They should be safe from moisture, insects, rats, and microorganisms. Harvested grains have more If freshly harvested grains are stored without drying, they may get spoiled or attracted by the organism, making them unfit for use for more germination. Hence, before storing them, the grains are properly dried in the sun to reduce the moisture in them, and this prevents the attack of the insects, pests, and the bacteria and the fungi. Okay, so now this to the store the things. Now guys, hope you understood this whole chapter, and I ask you two questions, so answer me in comment box. So bye guys, afterwards we will meet at the second chapter video.